us on today's live section. And just as we know, this particular page of ours, a forum of ours, is basically for investment talks and real estate and the rest of. For the fact it's investment, this is what this particular platform is for. And in today's live section, we'll be discussing on what's the exit plan and a little into business. Yeah, because with the way the world is, the revolution of the world, every one of us are diving into business. And with the business in mind, we are actually not visionizing the exit plan. What would our retirement look like? What would doing business in the next 20, 15 to 30 years look like? Where exactly is the world running to? Wake up every morning and then we discover recent trends and new things that we don't even have idea. And we just wake up and we have no other choice than to adapt to it. And so that is why I looked into it and I said, maybe we're going to discuss on this because it is not just a trend, but it is something that has gone further, or rather backwards, and through generations. We will look at the life of your grandparents, and then you find out that they were also, at a particular point in time, they were also less privileged. They did not plan ahead of time. Their exit plans were not into consideration. Why? Because growing up, the thought the world is still with them. They are not growing up fast. They are still kids and all of that. And before they could realize that they are not just kids, adulthood has come. And the struggle more on building future of people, but they themselves do not get to live. Why? Because most of them were career persons. They worked for other persons, neglecting their own future, neglecting their own destiny, neglecting what comes after. Right? And before they could realize that they also have a life to live, mostly our parents that worked 9 to 5. So before they could realize that they actually have a life that they are supposed to live, they are adults, and not just adults, they are in their late 40s, late 50s, late 60s. And pensions coming in is not even making sense at all. And at that point, they run towards, okay, let's start a business. But starting the business, like I always say, starting a business requires a lot. It requires time, it requires capacity, it requires resources, it requires a whole lot. And then starting a business at that age, at late 40s, late 50s, early 60s, you find out that you are not hitting the actual point when it comes to business. Why? Because for a business to stand the test of time, for you to say, I have walked through this business, your business needs to last at least, let's say the least of it, 10 years. If you're building something that you'd want to last, it should at least be something that has existed for 8 years, 10 years, the least of it, 10 years. And so if we are to add 10 years to the late 50s, okay, let's say for instance, you are 58 years, and then we add 10 years to you being 58, that is 68. You are actually 70 years. So now these are the mistakes our parents did during their own time. They did it, and we find out that even we are also walking through that path, because most of us, okay, I'm a graduate, so during schools, growing up, we're like, okay, fine, we have our thought slated out. After nursery school, we'd go to primary school. After primary school, we'd go to secondary. After secondary school, we'd go to tertiary, which is the higher institutions. Now, after the higher institutions, I would get a job. After getting a job, I will buy, for those of us that want to also dream higher, we'll buy a car, I will buy a house, I will get married, I will give birth, my children would do this. Now, we didn't pause to actually think, where is the world running to? What is the world like? Because even in the higher institution we run to, the knowledge given to us in the higher institution, let me say here here in Nigeria, I'm a Nigerian. So the knowledge passed to us in higher institution, we also find that it's limited because the world is competitive. We are now fond of the social media, and most of our products, most of our businesses, we are competing international, we are competing globally. And now, if you are being tutored, you said you are going to college, you said you are going to the higher institution, and you've been brought out, and those in the diaspora who are also being educated over there, if they are also being brought out, how are you going to compete with them? How are you going to meet up to the standard? So we made those plans in our head, we made those plans in our heart, in our mind, neglecting the fact that the world is actually moving into globalization. It is now the digital stage. It is now the digital stage. And in as much as we are learning, most of us will learn stuff that are not actually digitally related. So if you learn a skill that is not digitally inclined, what can you do to fix it up so that you can meet up to those standards? So that we would not walk through the path our parents walked through. You find that people in the public sectors and in the civil servants at old age, they cannot meet up. They didn't build a house, they didn't buy a car, the highest they could do is raise up their children. And their children coming up, they would also, in fact, in their mind, it's already slated, it's already organized. This is what we are going to do. It is something that has gone before us, so we are just going to walk in line with it. But the world is no longer that way. The world has moved on. We are now in a digitalized age. It's called the computer village. So even if you are coming up, you are doing business, you should not be restricted to just doing business traditionally. No, the world has moved. The world has moved. The globe has moved. How do you meet up? You bring your business to the social media. You bring your business online. You bring your business online, because we're no longer competing amongst ourselves. We are competing with a globe. We are competing with a globe. You bring your business online, and the sweetest part of it is you bring in your business online. You are not just interacting with the people around you. You are interacting with people both here in your community and in diaspora, which gives us more opportunity, which gives you more customers, which gives you more audience, which gives you more platforms. It is no longer the normal sovereignty we talk about. It is now digitalized. And if you as a business person want to grow, if you as a business person want to key into this movement, then you also need to bring your brand, your business into the media world, because that is where the world is focused now. Nobody is coming to patronize you the usual way. No. We're not doing that anymore. Nobody is doing that anymore. So when we talk about business, we're talking about what? Investment also. Now, while you do your business, you should also have it in you that there is supposed to be a safe boss. Yes. Growing up, we save our money in the banks, we save our money in daily contributions and all of that. It's no longer the order of the day. It's no longer the trend. The trend now is you either save your money in real estate, or you save it in shares, or you save it in gold. There are a lot of things to save your money in. We call it investment. There are so many things to invest your money into. Now, you don't just do business blindly. You do business through the social media. And now, with the profits coming in while you are doing your business, you reinvest. One of these days, I will be talking about monetary growth. Yes, monetary growth, where we talk about investment, we talk about the parents, okay, financial parents, the financial grandchildren, the financial children. Now, this would help you see what financial growth should actually look like. Whereby, as a business person, you don't just eat the profit that comes out from your business. No, you reinvest. You reinvest, because in this life, nobody is coming to save you. Let's just tell ourselves the truth. Nobody is actually coming to save you. So when you do business and then the money comes in, what you do quickly is reinvesting. Now, you reinvest in the business until the business has come up to a standard whereby if you should remove a certain amount from that business, it would not be visible. It won't shake the business. It won't stop the business from its growth. It won't limit the business in any way. So until your business gets to that extent, you have not started doing business. Let's just tell ourselves the truth. Okay, let me say, for instance, I started a business with ₦1,000,000, and then at the end of the month, at the end of a quarter, I checked out. I did my sum, my records. I tracked my record, got my expenses, my revenues, my profits, everything. And then at the end, I found out that I made profits of, let's say, 500,000 naira. Now, what would come to the mind of most persons is either using the 500,000 naira to go get themselves clothes, using the 500,000 to go get themselves cars. Of course, 500,000 can't get a car. So, using the 500,000 naira to go get a house, buy a land. But that's not so. When we come to business, that particular 500,000 naira should go back to the business. Should go back to the business. Now, until that business can bring out 500,000 naira without shaking the business, now that is when you started that business. We don't care to know how long it took for the business to bring out 500,000 naira without being disrupted of its growth. What we care about is you making sure that the business stands out until you are able to bring out 500,000 naira. Remember the instance we made. Until you're able to bring out 500,000 naira from that business without it being noticed by someone else close to you. Now that is when we know you are doing a business. So business is not one that you do because you just want to feel the moment. You do because, let's quench hunger for now. You do because the economy, we just need it for economy. You do it because we just need it to sort out some bills. No, it takes a lot to do business. It takes a whole lot to do business. And until your business has gotten to the extent that you can comfortably bring out a particular amount without the business shaking, then you can invest in real estate. Investing in real estate as an investment plan, as an escape route, as an escape route, as an end escape way is highly advisable. In fact, I advise it more than shares. Do you know why? Because while you are doing that your business, and you're investing in real estate, it won't stop you from doing anything. It doesn't stop you from doing anything. In fact, you can continue with the flow of your business. Real estate no send you. You no consign am. You are not doing anything on the land. The land is just working for you. Any development that comes there is working for you. Like, you are not doing anything for the land to add value. There is nothing you are doing for the property, for the land to add value. Just buy the land, and I would highly advise it is a land. I highly advise it is a land. And if you want to invest and you're looking forward, the investment you're looking forward to it being your escape route during retirement, that is if you are doing a 9 to 5 job stuff, a career person, and even if you are not a career person, you're a business person. Now, it's like I said earlier, investing in real estate involves what you have in mind while investing, your plans while investing. Now, if you are a 9 to 5 a career person, I would advise you go for land, buying real estate lands. Now you buy it, take your documents, come for allocation. Now you can build a fence around it while you're still focused on your business. Now you leave it there, it keeps working for you. You're not adding anything to the land. You leave it there while it keeps up. You can actually want to start doing farming there, rearing, agro, livestock. You can want to do that. The land does not send you. Have it in mind that while you are doing all those stuff, you are still doing it on your land. Now you are making money from those side hustles, which is the livestock rearing, the farming, and all of that. Now that is an extra money you are making aside your career, aside your 9 to 5 job. Now you are making an extra cash while the land is still there. Now the land is increasing in value. You are making extra cash from the livestock farming, the agro, the vegetables you planted, the cash crops you planted. You are also making extra cash from there. Now it depends on how long you want to make use of the land for that. You can say, okay, in the next 20 years, I'll be retired. Now this will be my retirement. My dad calls it retirement benefit. This will be my retirement benefit. So now you are making your money from your career job. You are making money from the extra you're doing on the land, which is the livestock farming, the veggie farming, the cash crops you have on the land. You are also making your return on investment on the land, because the land, you're not tampering with the land is there. Now if you are a business person, you can decide, okay, I'm not working for anybody. I can actually use it for tenancy. Now, you being a business person, remember, your business should grow to at least a level that if you remove a certain amount from that business, it would not affect the growth of that business. Now, when you finally remove the amount, it should be for real estate investment. Now, what investment plan can you actually do? You can go for land banking, which is the same as one working for a career job, actually, sorry. You can also go for property. Now you buy a property or you build on the land where people come for rentage. They rent the place and give you your money every month. As a business person, you need steady flow of income. So you can actually work with this also. It's a good one. At the end of the month, they pay you. You add it to your business. Mind you, the land is still there. Oh. The land is still there. Now they pay you at the end of the month. You add it to your business. You pay your children's school fees. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. You filter bills while your business is still working. While your business is still growing, you are clearing debt from rentage. You are clearing debt from rentage. Every month they pay you. Every year they pay you. Your business is still growing. You from that business to you get another plot, you build on it. People rent it. Then at the end of the month, you're getting rentage, depending on what you build on the place, depending on the number of persons that are occupying the space. Now, at the end of the month, they pay you. You get from this side, you get from the other side. Your business is still growing. You're not begging anybody for money. Now, you're not just doing business, you are getting extra. And as getting extra, there is no fear of what will my old age be like. No, the fear is not there. Because at old age, let me say, okay, fine, at old age, one of your children or two of your children inherited the business. There is no fear. People are paying you rent. At the end of the month, they give you your money. You enjoy with your wife. You retire. Retirement is for relaxation. Old age is for relaxation. It is not for extra hustle. So that is why real estate is the goal. Real estate is the goal. If you invest in gold, once you sell it, you have sell it off. It's not coming back to you. But if you invest in real estate, as people are paying you your tenancy, your land is still there, increasing in value. So if you say tomorrow, I want to sell this land, now you demolish it, sell the land there, get your money. Are you see what I'm saying? Are you getting knowledge from this? Because this is what most of us neglected. And at Spring City Estate, we made it so affordable that you can actually acquire properties from 550, 650, go up to millions. And not just that, you can also pay with instrumental payment plan of 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. We also do crowd purchase, mostly for civil servants, mostly for public sectors. Now you can come with your friends or your team in groups. Say we want to acquire so estates. It might be 5 plots, 10 plots, depending on how many you are. Now we will take you to the place. Site inspection comes first before payment. So even if you are not in Nigeria, you are in diaspora, we can actually do a visual site inspection where I go to the estate myself, put you on live. You'll be seeing the estate yourself. So you can come with your colleagues, your pair, and acquire. Now we'll give you enough time for you to pay, especially for public sectors. We can give you 1 year to pay up without an extra charge on it. That is what we do for you. That is what we do for you, because we understand that the world is running towards the way the world is running to. I'm not sure we're gonna grab it. You're not going to grab it. It's not coming back. It's moving. It's moving forward, and we need to meet up to it. Because if we don't meet up to it, our children are in peril. Our kids are gonna be limited in some extent. So while you think of it, you can send me a DM right now to secure yourself a plot, or you call the number on my bio. Feel free to chat me up for land discussions and all of that.